You know a question I get quite a bit? How do you hook up or how do you date or how do you get with one of those good girls? And here's the big problem with that question is in your head, you are labeling women as good or maybe as shy or maybe as slutty or maybe as easy or maybe as prude. Like this is what you are doing to kind of make sense of the world around you in terms of the women that you're meeting. And this is causing a huge problem. The reason this is causing a huge problem is because you're trying to categorize women as separate things, when really you should be looking at women as a whole, as a species. Now, of course, I'm going to be generally speaking here, and you might be thinking, well, Tripp, you're going to be now categorizing women as one thing instead of multiple things. But you have to understand the basics of how this works and how attraction works, and specifically sexual attraction, okay? So what you have to think about is that women actually like sex. And this is something that I don't think a lot of guys truly understand, is that women really enjoy sex, whether you are labeling them as good or bad or prude or slutty or whatever, okay? All women enjoy sex. Again, generally speaking, there are some exceptions here. But what I'm saying here is that women enjoy sex just as much as guys do. So you're kind of creating this myth of the good girl thinking like, oh, I got to do something different to attract her because she's more of a good girl, okay? She doesn't really put out or like sex as much as other women, but that is not the case. Another thing that guys do is they'll categorize girls based on maybe what they do for a living. Maybe they'll categorize a woman where they meet her, right? They'll say like, oh, I met her at a club, so she's probably gonna be easy, or she's wearing this, so she's gonna be easy, or well, I met her out at a grocery store and she was dressed up very nice and elegant and there was no skin showing, so she's probably one of those good girls. So again, I'm trying to teach you in this video to not judge, but also at the same time that understand that attraction is going to work the same way whether you meet any single girl. So I'm making this easy for you. You don't have to do something different because they are shy or good or whatever label that you're putting on them. I want you to treat it all as the same type of interaction. And that is going to be you building sexual tension, you being really just a fun-loving, just energetic, good guy in the interaction you're having, making sure that you're prioritizing fun for yourself and that you're leading the interaction, okay? And that's gonna be the key here, what I'm talking about in this video is leading the interaction. I call that dominance. Dominance is gonna be you leading the interaction all the way from the first time you meet her, to the first date, to sex, to girlfriend, and so on. A lot of guys think, okay, I've just met a good girl and I have to do something different. So I can't be too assertive and I can't be too dominant or else I might scare her away. But no, again, like I'm teaching you in this video, you don't have to treat this situation differently. Instead, treat it the same as you would, understanding that women want to be with you, want to have sex with you, they want to be led. But that's the whole thing, is they want you to do it because that is the masculine way and they're looking for the masculine man to lead that interaction. Of course, again, generally speaking, sometimes a woman will lead their interaction for you. But in a lot of cases, the woman is looking for you to lead this interaction, okay? So I don't want you to think that you have to hesitate or you have to go at this like slower pace thinking that she's going to reject you. Like I don't want you to be walking on eggshells here. Of course, by God, this should go without speaking. You should get consent before you're doing anything sexual with a woman. But what I'm saying to you is that you should be still going for the first move, just like you are with any other woman. Any girl, any woman just wants to know that she feels safe emotionally, and that she feels safe physically, and she should in the interaction with you. Safe physically, knowing that you're not going to harm her, you're not going to do anything that's going to cross any boundaries where she says no and then you're not listening to that, and safe emotionally. And that's one of the keys of this video too, is she wants to make sure that she's not being judged by you. She wants to make sure that she doesn't look like a slut or look easy in your eyes, right? So that's why you might be thinking, oh, this girl is a good girl, because you can kind of get this sense that she just doesn't want to be judged for that. Well, you got to make sure that you don't do that. So don't treat her like an object. Don't treat her like a thing. Treat her like an actual human, someone that you're connecting with. not someone that you're just trying to, stick your thing in, okay? Let's be mature here. Now, you're probably thinking, all right, Tripp, this is great. I understand. I know now that I have to understand that women like sex, but how do I build the tension? How do I provide entertainment? How do I lead this interaction with all these women? Well, I actually go and break down all these into specific detail in my program called Hooked, which you can check out at getherhooked.com. In that course, you are going to learn the specific actions to take so you know how to build the tension while at the same time making her say yes to you. So she's going to become attracted to you. She's going to become interested in you. She's going to become invested in you. And I give you a step-by-step how to do that. So check out getherhooked.com. That is my program. A lot of guys have it and they're seeing results and they're getting girls attracted to them, whether or not they're labeling them as good, bad, or whatever it may be. So check that out. And make sure to continue watching these videos. I'm putting them out all the time now so you can learn the proper ways, the quality ways to attract women.